In this video, I'm going to look at the main reasons Tottenham have been a bogey team for United, what United have done well against Tottenham, and a key duel both sides will be targeting. Tottenham filter a lot of their attacks down their left, using this possession setup made up of a triangle, and Son playing high to pin the wing back from pressing. Same setup, as the ball goes out to Son, we can see that Spence isn't on the same vertical line, which allows him to make this third man run into the space Son's positioning created. But why are pretty basic patterns causing United problems? It's a combination of Tottenham's movement and superior power running. Here we can see how compact Tottenham are, and United are pretty much touch tight in midfield. One pass later from Forster to Gray, and we can see how quickly Tottenham set up the wide overload. Maddison and Spence are on the same vertical line, which triggers Spence to move in field to create that possession triangle. And now we can see how the movement and superior speed across the pitch has pulled United's midfield out, allowing Tottenham to go back in field. From here, alongside Spence, the ball carrier, Maddison has continued his run. Porro is making a forward run. All this is making United cover long distances, enabling Tottenham to exploit United's inferior athleticism. We have the same left-hand side overload. As the ball goes into Maddison, again, Tottenham have two players on the same vertical line. Son makes this inside run untracked. It's a nice flick from Solanke, and we can see the forward runs off Son, making United work again. But we see the same issues further up the pitch. Again, we have the same possession shape on the left. Take note of where United's offside line is. Spence plays the ball to Maddison. As he rolls Mazraoui, Tell's run has pushed United's offside line back, which opens this space even more. As Mazraoui brings Maddison down, we can see how vulnerable United were. Spence attacking this space and a 3-on-3 on United's defensive line. Spence is in acres due to Son's positioning pinning Dalot, and now we have this gap for Spence to move into. As Spence moves into the space, this run from Tell pulls Maguire out, opening another gap. This is a slightly different scenario. Ordinarily, a player would be here to create that possession setup, but with Spence and Son on the same vertical line, Son makes this run to open this space, and it's pure gas that gets Spence into United's box. Going back to what I said at the start, the possession setup and patterns are pretty standard stuff, but to be fair, the movement to maintain the shape is good. But thereafter, it's just superior running power that causes United issues. But there is a kickback in United, and all teams favour that play Tottenham. Tottenham turn the ball over from here. Now look how open Tottenham's right is with Porro in this inverted position. Dalot attacks the space, Porro can't get out to stop the cross, and United get this chance. In this situation, United nick the ball back, and as they break, we can see the position Spence and Porro are in have opened the flanks for United to attack. United win the header, and we can see Porro's inverted position, but he continues further in field chasing the ball, leaving Garnacho completely free, leading to this chance. We know United have always been good counter-attackers, but against Tottenham, they are prepared to put the ball at risk against Tottenham's counter-press, knowing the space that is beyond that. Eriksen plays the ball into Antony. Tottenham's counter-press is closing, but it's a nice layoff and take from Eriksen, and United can reap the reward of taking on Tottenham's counter-press. One of the chances manifested from something United have to be on point with in the final, and that's the centre-backs stepping out to stop Tottenham overloading midfield. In this example, look how far Martinez has stepped up to stop the inverting Porro overloading midfield, and that turnover led to this chance. This time, Yoro goes with Solanke and wins the ball. But if we take this back, Solanke would have been in acres of space if Yoro didn't go with him. But there have been occasions when United haven't done this well. Mazraoui should step up onto Spence to shut that progressive pass down. He doesn't, and Spence gets on the ball in a nice pocket. As the ball is about to come back in field, we have three players in pockets off the back line. Situations like this just can't happen. As the ball is being played, we have Solanke and Maddison in pockets off the top line, with three United centre-backs doing nothing. In situations like this, the centre-backs have to step up into these areas to stop these overloads. But if United control Tottenham's attempts to overload pockets between United's midfield and backline, that would be a huge tactical win for United. The key duel in this game will be the matchup between Garnacho and Porro, assuming Garnacho plays on the left. Starting with the issues Porro has caused United. Here, Garnacho is in a good position in relation to Porro and is even organising, pointing out Bergvall is free. As De Ligt steps up onto Bergvall, Porro attacks the space, Garnacho lets him go, putting Dorgu in this 2-on-1, and Porro gets on the ball in a dangerous position. In this example, Garnacho scans to see where Porro is, but his positioning is awful. He needed to drop back 5 yards to keep Porro in his peripheral vision. As soon as Garnacho looks away, he has no clue what Porro is doing. Porro makes a little run and gets on the ball in another pocket. In the same phase of play, it looks like Garnacho is back in position, but lets Porro run off him again. Granted, dealing with Porro isn't an easy defensive job, and here Garnacho does well. He drops back with Porro behind Dorgu. He then follows him out wide and then drops deep with him, but when Garnacho switches off, it creates overloads on other players. Conversely, Garnacho has had his success against Porro. Porro is in a good position here, goal side and on the offside line, but he just lets Garnacho run off him, allowing Garnacho to get into this one-on-one with the keeper. This is an interesting situation where Tottenham's possession structure enabled Dorgu to pick up Porro, allowing Garnacho to take a higher position. As United win the ball back, Garnacho has the jump on Porro. Both managers will see Garnacho and Porro as areas to exploit. An extra tactical facet to look at is how United have gone long to Højlund against Tottenham. Nothing comes of this, but we can see how isolated Ben Davies is with this space on the outside of him. This time, it's a ball down the line, and we can see that channel of space behind Tottenham's left back, and United get up the pitch. Another ball down the line, which gets cut out, but if that got past Davies, that would have been a good foot race between Højlund and Danso. This is the best example. Højlund is pointing to Maguire where he wants it played. It's a decent ball into that channel behind the left back, and it's decent feet to get a shot off. In the league game, Amorim clearly targeted this channel. The issue is, Van de Ven is defending that channel now, not Davies. But if I was Amorim, I would put a few balls into that channel to test his hamstring. The devil's verdict is, this game has been on the cards for a while. 4 to 5 weeks ago, I would have said Tottenham's strongest 11 is probably stronger than United's, and their bench is superior. Now, with Maddison and Bergvall out, that has reduced the impact of Tottenham's bench. Add to that Ahmad is back when it seemed his season was over, and Mainu and Mount are back and scoring. So the situation has flipped in United's favour. I see the game going like this. Tottenham will go 1-0 up, and United will turn the game around with their bench. Therefore, I'm predicting a 2-1 win for United.